5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from San Francisco, broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
Oh, hello. Where I get that from? Shout out to girl. I forgot the girl name that quick. Eat with Q, yes. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? What's popping? It's been an interesting day for me today. Yes, it's been a slow news day, and we are talking about some slow news but I think it's worth the conversation, okay? So if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome and...
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. All right. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back live with another video. And this time it seems like YouTube is doing its thing and promoting it. If you notice, if you go to my last video before this one, it'll show that I haven't been online in a few days. But if you go to my community tab, you'll actually see that I've been live every day. I know it's one of those things. So a lot of people are wondering, why, Armon, aren't you going live? I am a live streamer. I'm not really an editor uploader. And so live streams are being shadow banned. So sometimes I'd be like, man, I ain't got time. And then, I'll just be like over it. But anyway, I'm here now, right? I'm here now, and we're getting into some things. And we are going to talk female rap. We're going to talk about the alleged shade that was thrown at Cardi B from Megan Thee Stallion. And I want you guys to call in and let me know what you guys think about the situation. And we're going to talk about the problem with female rap, all right? So we're going to get into some things, and no female rapper is off limits when we get into this kind of conversation, all right? And before we get into that, I want to make sure you guys share the video, share with your friends. Somebody's sitting over there in quarantine and can't do nothing. Tell them to come on over because we're going to get into some things. So go ahead and copy, paste it, and share it on Facebook and share it to Twitter and share it in the text message. Let's get it popping over here. And then also, subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of stuff over here, okay? We do a lot of stuff. So stay over here, stay popping, and now let's get into it. So Megan Thee Stallion. So I got some DMs today. I was laying down, I was chilling. Honestly, I wasn't really feeling that well today. I don't know what's going on, what's in the air. Well, we obviously know what's in the air, but child, hopefully I'm good. Now I'm saying that to say, I got a DM and they were like, talk about the shade that Megan threw Cardi B, and I'm like, girl, what shade? I'm like, okay, I don't want to be in that because we always get such a bad rap, us as the media, and specifically me when I bring up things like that. We get such a bad rap of, putting black women against each other, or putting female rappers against each other, and pitting them against each other to be like, the media gets such a bad representation for that. So I'm like, all right, I'll get to it when I can get to it. Well, I made a status about what I should talk about today, and the girl was like, check the DM that I sent you. So I'm like, all right, I checked the DM, and I see some shady likes on the BITC, music video that came out a few months ago that Megan Thee Stallion dropped. And here's the thing. I was like, I don't know if this is real. I'm not going to take this and run with it. So I went and surfed through 13,000 comments myself. Okay, to try to find it. And I found it. I absolutely found it. Megan was not liking everything. So these are some of the comments that she was liking. The first one says, so I'm guessing y'all females leaving Cardi B in 2019. That was a like. That was shade. Then another one wrote, she won my respect. Paying homage to the GOAT means a lot. Pac would be proud. She exceeded Cardi, hands down. And so she got a lot of fire from that on Twitter. That started going viral. I don't know who seen that or who sent that out, but it's been slow, so people are looking for content. People are looking for things to talk about. And, well, that's some tea that people are going to talk about. Hold on. I'm just moving my stuff around. Okay, I'm just moving it around. Out of my face, okay? And so Megan Thee Stallion responds, and she says, this was her response. I didn't like no damn stupid comment like this. I don't even upload my own to my YouTube. My label does. I do not have a problem with anybody. I don't like drama. I do not bring other females down. Stop trying to start fake beef. Well, here's the thing. I like Megan Thee Stallion. I like Cardi B. I like all female rappers, but first of all, we're not going to act like Megan Thee Stallion is not shady, okay? I can remember the time where she was on the live with Nicki Minaj, and she was like, yeah, they better stop playing with you, because we'll get together and we'll write some ish. Remember that? She kind of threw the subtle shade like, she writes and other girls don't, and we all knew who she was talking about. But then, even if you didn't do this, Megan, my thing is this. The likes are still up. Why not have your people go and remove them so it doesn't look like something being blown out of proportion or it doesn't look like shade? And even if it was not you yourself, somebody on your team or your label is being very, very messy, and they're liking that stuff, and it's your face and your brand attached to it, and you're allowing it, which means there's obviously conversations had. And for that to be there, you clearly don't care about Cardi B. You don't really like her, because I can guarantee if that was Nicki Minaj, that would have been down. So just be real. I mean, I would not even respond if you weren't going to have them remove it or delete the comment. It's clear that you still feel that way because it's your face to it and it's there. I would have immediately called my label and said, hey, take that down. That's weird. That's rude. I mean, whoever did that, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't play with my likeness like that. I don't have me in this beef. We're in the middle of stuff, and people like to blow things out of proportion anyway between female artists, and I ain't got time for that. So take me out of it. Because if that had been Nicki, she probably would have nipped it in the bud right away. So my idea of this whole Megan Thee Stallion, you didn't do it, that's bull. That's BS. And that's part of the reason why I have a problem with Megan's personality, because she tries to make it seem like she's not with the BS, and she is. She's with the messiness. She's with the tabloid stuff. She's with the clout chase a little bit. She's with the publicity stunts. She's with it. Don't ever get it twisted. And after she pulled that label thing a couple of months ago, I knew that, and then dropped her EP that was supposed to be an album, but then turned EP. I could tell that she was with the pub stunts. So Megan, stop, let's stop playing. You're with it too. Now, I think this is the problem with female rappers and just female rap in general. So many people will say that, it's the media's fault for, talking about these things and putting a microscope on them or shining a light on these things, and we're pitting them against each other. However, when they're allowing their team or themselves, when they're liking and posting things like this, what do you think the media is going to do? That is our job, to talk about it. So if you're doing stuff like this is going to come out. And that's what a lot of females be throwing slick shade at each other and then be like, I like everybody. Girl, no, you don't. No, you don't. And stop blaming the media and stop blaming everybody else for things that you and your team are doing. Just like when Trina's manager did or the A&R did all that and went off on Nicki, and then everybody blew it. No, girl, y'all had been having conversations about Nicki. Let's just be real. You get what I'm saying? Her not doing your music video. Cash Doll, same thing. Nicki does it. I mean, they all do it. Y'all, female are just not, they're just not just super unified like that. They're not. The female rappers are just not all unified like that. And let's be real, music is still a product, right? And so everybody wants to be the best. They can like you, but everybody wants to be on top. So they have to sell their product, their music. And if Cardi or Nicki's in the top spot, okay, you're cool with Nicki, but you don't like Cardi, somebody got to move out the way. And just, it is what it is, but don't try to act like you like everybody and you letting little slick stuff like this slide by. I don't like that. Just be real. Okay. All right, so we're going to take some calls. The call-in lines are open. The number is 563-999-3658. And the question of the day is, do you think that Megan Thee Stallion was throwing shade at Cardi B, yes or no? And do you feel like female rappers are a lot of responsible for the beefs that go into or the media, igniting beef between them? Or their own beefs. That's probably a better way to put it. Do you think that female artists or female rappers are responsible for a lot of their own beefs and not the media? All right, 563-99. Y'all be acting like y'all can't see the number. So there you go. 563-999-3658. Call in. The lines is completely open. Somebody said, I'm obsessed with Cardi B. You're at the wrong channel for that.
Stupid.
Okay. I don't know why you here. All right. So nobody have no, are they not letting y'all in? The call-in lines are open. We don't have nobody in the queue right now. And how many people we got in the live chat? Let me see. I don't even know how many people we got over here. Child, we got 800 people over here. We got to get into some things. All right. 804-3552. You live on the air. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's popping?
I don't know how to explain. I don't want to take long because I know you don't really have long. But I think some of that stuff they do make that happen with themselves, like the arguments that they have. I think some of that stuff be their fault.
Right. So do you think that Megan Thee Stallion threw shade at Cardi B?
I don't want to believe that. Can I say it that way?
Yeah, you don't have to believe it, but she did. If you go look at the video, that the like is there. I mean, if that okay,
like you got the proof for it, so it's. I mean, I can't deny it.
Thank you, caller. Okay, private caller, you're live on the air. Hello, private caller. Okay, here we go, y'all. Lord God, please let us, in Jesus' name, tonight, please let the callers be coherent. Please let them understand to turn me down in the back, Lord God. Please let them be ready when I call on their number, Lord God. Please, in Jesus' name, spare my patience tonight. 702 area code 0329. Okay. 0329. Okay, thank you. Okay. 8035. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
So the call-in number works. Okay, thank you. What's popping?
I'm sitting here I hope he picked my number. Normally, I super catch you, but I'm driving.
No, it's
so
okay.
I was like, let me just call and see if I can get through.
Okay.
But yes, it works. People, Rona got these people tripping out here. But anyway, out to the subject.
I had seen an interview that Megan did where they asked her about Nicki and Cardi, and she was saying something like on the level of like you can't put Nicki and Cardi in the same level, like you can't put them in the same class. She said something
That's
to that
like
nature.
Kodak or
like,
Kendrick and Little Pump. She called Cardi B Little Pump or something. She said like Nicki was like Kendrick Lamar or it was like Kendrick Lamar or what was the other boy or what's the other guy's name? I don't remember. J. Cole.
I can't remember.
Yes, but I remember that. And then she said,
but you know.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, but she called Cardi B Little Pump. She called Cardi B Little Pump.
Right. So you know the interview I'm talking about. So when she did that, I did kind of give her the side eye, like, bitch, what? Like, did you really just say that? And I mean, technically you can't put Cardi and Nicki in the same class, but when you're throwing shots and shade like that, they're showing that you're picking and choosing a side that you want to be on. And I just wish people and her would just keep it real about the situation. You fuck with Nicki harder than what you try to put out there. Like, I believe behind the scenes, Nicki has gotten in Megan's ear. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because she's always going live with Nicki. Like, I've never seen Megan say too much about Cardi or go live with Cardi or anything of that nature, like supporting Cardi. Like, I've never seen her do that. But when it comes to Nicki, she gives her all the praises and everything. And for her to say that, like, obviously you do feel some type of way about Cardi. But let's be honest, it's like if Cardi was to drop something right now, like,
Cardi would blow Megan Thee Stallion out. Megan Thee Stallion, even though Megan Thee Stallion was independent, but she has such a big platform, you forget that she's an independent artist and she doesn't carry herself like one. But I think she only sold like, 11,000 copies, or was that Blueface? It was something really low. But for an independent artist, it was great. But for the type of artist that, you might think that Megan Thee Stallion is, it was a flop.
She should have sold more. Yeah, she should have sold. She should have sold way more.
Yes. Now, if Cardi dropped right now, we're definitely. I feel like we're definitely getting top 10 something. You know what I mean? And it's definitely going to do numbers. Just because, even if it's not good, just because people want to judge it. Period. So everybody's going to listen.
And look at
just off the strength.
Look at
well, don't say that word. Don't say that word again. Don't. Let that go. Let that go. Yeah. No, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah. What about that? The little thing she dropped
Rona,
that she really wasn't even trying to drop. That blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are actually playing it and listening to it. So, like, let's be honest. Like, Cardi is that bitch right now, and nobody's gonna be able to stop. I'm sorry, nobody's gonna be able to take that from her. I'm sorry, I super checked you, but we hang up because I know I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, but Cardi is that girl right now. Like, let's just keep it real. Cardi is that girl right now. Nicki, I mean, I just feel like Nicki just needs to get back to who she was, because me personally, I was a Nicki fan, but I did not like Queen. It didn't bang like that.
I liked
the
Queen.
Pink print went hard.
Yeah, the pink print was good.
Pink print is way better to me. Yes, but it was nothing compared to her pink print. So I feel like Nicki just needs to focus and get back to her and really stop all these shenanigans in the media right now with this SB. She just needs to stop all the shenanigans and just really get back to her and bring back that Nicki we're used to. Yikes, I love Yikes. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. My wig got up and walked off.
Right.
I was like, yes, that's it right there, Nicki. That's what you need to come with. And then it's just like, they think we see all this bullshit, BS in the media. And it's like, it's deflecting from you. Like, come on, sis. Like, we need you right now. Yeah, I love Cardi. And really, Cardi personality sells more than anything. It's Cardi as a person herself.
Yes.
Her music is great, but her personality that goes with it makes her even better. So I believe that's more of what it is, because Cardi got some good music. I would never take that from her. But her personality and the things that she say and do, altogether, that in a package is what makes her who she is and why people love her so much, because she keeps it real.
Yes. Thank you so much,
So,
Pooh.
that's
Thank you
all I
so
got.
much. No, that
You-
was a lot. You said a lot. You said a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. You enjoy your
And
night.
drive
We'll
safely,
super chat you.
okay? Bye.
All right.
All right, so let's get to the super chat. Cookie Cake said, Armon, she probably did like it, but didn't think it was a big deal like that. I think we might be making it a bigger than it is. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm gonna okay, you know what? We got a little time, and let's just I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it all the way. But let's try something really quick. Let's just do something for kicks, right? I'm gonna do something right now. We're gonna go to that video. We're gonna go to that video. We're gonna go to that actual video. We're gonna go to that actual video. I don't want to hear the song. Okay, boom. So we're gonna go to that actual video, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here with it. And we are going to go in the comment section ourselves. Okay, so you see that this video has 13,000 comments. Let me see. So you can just look down. And this video dropped in January. This video dropped in January. So that's about 2 or 3 months ago. So she's been posting on that video. You see her, this is a month ago. Somebody's been doing it. They've been liking posts from a month ago. Recently. I'm saying that to say. So boom. I don't know if we're going to find all of the comments because I have to go through these comments. However, I can do this. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. We're going to go down. We're going to find that comment. Watch. We're going to find it. We're going to find it just so people know that this is not no. We're going to go all the way down. So she's not liking here, but she was definitely liking from a month ago. We're going to scroll all the way down. Yeah, we got a little time tonight. We scrolling all the way down. The first one I see of the shade, I'm going to show y'all. Now, unless they went down and deleted it, but this thing is not updated quick enough. Come on, come on, come on down. Come on. This show you that we ain't got nothing to do. Look, because whoever did this, scroll all the way down. And I had to do this today because I was like, I cannot report on something that is fake news. And I was like, I'm going to look so crazy. And I'm only doing this to answer that question of people saying she probably didn't know. She definitely knew because this song came out in January. Okay, it's taking way too long. It's taking way too long. I might give up on this to get down to a month. It's taking way too long to update these comments. Okay. It's taking too long. I was gonna try to get it for y'all just to prove my point, but it's taking too long and we got a shorter run. I'm saying that to say I didn't get to go all the way down a month, but I'm saying that to say, listen, within a month, this girl was, and maybe I'm gonna keep scrolling down when we take some calls, but she knew what she was doing because the video has been out 3 or 4 months by this time. So when you seen that comment come in, you liked it, that comment. So you knew that you felt that way, or whoever liked it, that comment knew that was shade. Like, we have to stop trying to make things not a big deal when we don't want to believe the truth. We have to stop trying to downplay social media when we all understand the power and the meaning of social media these days. I don't like when people try to downplay the power of an unfollow when it doesn't fit their narrative or fit their exact point. You know, if a person unfollow you and y'all used to follow each other, we not friends no more. You know, if a person is on social media and it started with Facebook, if you unfriend me on Facebook and we've been friends for 10 years, you know, I feel away. Okay. If you like a shady tweet or a shady post about me, yeah, people try to make it seem, oh, it's just social media. It's just no. I feel a way about that. So we're not gonna act like likes and posts and tweets and friend requests and follows don't hold weight or value, because they do. Okay, they do, and they hold weight and value for all of us. So each and every one of us in our own private lives are very calculated and very conscious of the things that we like and that we don't like, and what we post and we don't post. And when we want to be shady, we know how to be that way as well. So we have to be honest with that fact. Okay, I'm gonna take some calls and I'm gonna keep scrolling. I'm gonna scroll while you take some more calls. All right, 443-6921. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Oh, Armon, I love your show. Let's just say that first.
Thank you so much.
I listen to you every day.
Thank you. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Virginia.
Okay, shout out to Virginia. Okay, so talk to me.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just say this. I'm tired of Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
When she first came out, she was, popping and stuff like that. But now it's just getting old to me. The going to school and the WrestleMania outfits is just really getting old. And I feel like they always come for Cardi, and she's just in her own world. Yes, she had a Cinderella story, and but who hasn't in this genre in this day and time? I also feel like let's be honest, celebrities are human, just like we are. Just like we're on Instagram and everyone knows what's going on in the world, I feel like she knows exactly what she's doing.
Right.
And I also feel like when any records or anything come out, everyone's paying attention. Everyone is each other competition, whether they say it out loud or they say it,
And to add to your point, let's just be very clear. When records and albums are coming out, don't think that a lot of these people find out when we find out. Let's be very clear. There's rumblings behind the scenes of when the new Drake is dropping, when Rihanna's dropping, when Nicki's dropping,
right,
when Cardi's supposed to be. Like, they know when each other is dropping. Trust you me. They know who's doing what within their industry. So don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
like, they all know.
To try to get, not like I said, it's secret competition amongst anyone. Even if they're cool, there's still secret competition because everyone wants to be on top.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like, and another thing, this probably has nothing to do with it, but sometimes I just feel like, it's probably going to kill me because it's kind of referencing to the OG comment.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like the darker skin or the way that Cardi is, they always trying to put it like that, and I feel like that has nothing to do with it. Like, they're both beautiful girls. It's just one wears a bunch of WrestleMania outfits, and the other one got a team, and they changed her whole entire
So wait, hold on.
thing.
So what are you saying? Wait, say that one more time and let that be said. So you're saying darker skinned women feel some type of way about Cardi B?
Yes, I do feel like that sometimes, because they feel like because she's lighter, she gets on, or because of this whole epidemic of how the rappers are, the lighter ones get on. And even piggyback from Nicki, like, she just doesn't give anyone any credit that doesn't look like her. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, as for Cardi gives everyone credit. It doesn't matter what they are. And I also just feel like she's in her own world, but I just don't understand the comparison of when they try to say that, oh, she's on because she's lighter, or she's on because she's Hispanic, or she's on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Because she has a team or whatever. Megan Thee Stallion got a team too, but she keeps firing them because she want to take credit for doing her own makeup. Like, girl,
right. She want to take credit for doing the thing. Right.
Like, why do you want to do that? And then you know, from the stylist to everything else. Now, her hair is always late, in my opinion, but everything else that you're trying to, you know, you started off with, oh, I can rap and I'm in school as well and stuff like that. And then, you know, I haven't seen anything else with the school, so we know you're not doing that. But it's just like, I just not understanding, like, why does it have to be all this? And just the clueless, acronyms is that she doesn't run her own social media. Like, girl, yes, you do. Like, just how Beyonce just acts like she don't know what's going on in the world, but then she drops something. Like, girl, we know you pay attention just like everyone else does. Everyone else is human, and everyone knows what's going on in the world. And I just feel like, whether it was your team or it was not,
I wouldn't be surprised if Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B wasn't watching this. Trust me, they know. They Google their names, and everybody is at home right now.
Yes.
They know what's going on.
I mean,
Nikki know what's going on. Nikki could be watching this right now.
Yeah, well,
You never
she's
know.
Not held hostage by Kenny, but we'll send our prayers to Nikki. But yeah, even with Cardi, like, we know she's watching because she had, you know, a little lawsuit. But other than that, we know you're watching. Everyone's watching it. We don't have nothing to do but to watch. So especially right now, you have nothing to do. You can take care of your dog, and you can be on Instagram or YouTube. Like, it's that simple. But
Okay, so they want to know in the comment now that you've jumped out of the window and said darker women are basically pressed. Are you light-skinned, Dominican, Hispanic, white, or darker skin?
I'm light skinned, but that don't got nothing to do with or hand sandwich. Don't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I just feel like because the girl always hit number ones, or she's always pushed, or whatever, they always try to make it seem like that. Because I see all day long on the Shade Room, she winning because she light skinned. Because Cash Doll came to it, but Cash Doll would never happen.
Period.
So at this point,
period.
Yeah, like, she would never ever happen. Like, ever. So I just feel like they always use that. That's what I always see in the Shade Room or any of those media sites. I always see, like, they always pushing the light skinned girls. Like, no, it could just be because she got that look. And every day nobody wants to see you in WrestleMania outfits or promoting panty shorts for yeast infections. Like, nobody wants to see that every single day.
Thank you, caller. I totally understand. Not panty shorts for yeast infections. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Whoa, I'm still scrolling, but y'all, this is a lot. This is a heavy topic. I didn't really know it was going to get that heavy or that hectic. But listen, this platform is freedom of speech, and let's be very clear for you: ignorant, nappy-headed, bald-headed, pressed-ass, mad-ass, sad-ass, no man, bad-built, ill-willed, having ass hoes. The thoughts and opinions and views of the callers are not the thoughts and opinions of the views of Armon. So you mentally ill, distressed, sad, dysfunctional, miserable, low life, broke mother, don't come for me. All right, 773-2181. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's poppin'?
I'm calling from Chicago.
Shout out to Chi-Town.
Yes. Okay, I'm calling because I wanted to say Megan basically did it because her numbers are low. Like you said, music is a product. I guess she thought she was going to surpass Janae, because I know she knows that Janae was dropping at the same time, and my bitch did over 100K. So she's mad. She probably thought she was going to be with Moneybagg Yo a little bit longer than she was. She probably thought he was going to help her numbers, but they broke up. But yeah, she basically did it for numbers and trying to pull a Nikki, throw a rock and hide her hand type of shit. I expect that because she's Nikki's friend. She's one of Nikki's friends.
But you know what? I have to be honest with you. And see, this could be me jumping out the window too. I don't know if I feel like her and Nikki are complete friends like that. I personally feel like Megan, when it comes to that Nicki Minaj relationship, I feel like Megan is doing her part, because Megan is just like, all right, I'm gonna use that Nicki cosign. Boom, I'm gonna move here. I thought she was moving right. Like, she didn't. To me, it didn't seem like she was trying to like stay under Nicki, because if you really focus, anybody that stays under Nicki, that's a problem. Like, you don't want to get attached and stuck under Nicki's web because you'll
probably not stay under her, but probably like take a page out of her book.
Yes, because
like,
I definitely seen Megan, because Megan worked with Meek and Megan worked with this one, worked with that one. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really think that her and Nicki is good like that. Like they portray. I think but I think it's good to the point where if I see you, I'll speak. You know what I mean? And we'll take a selfie. But I don't really talk to you like that.
Yeah, but I feel like it was the same thing that Nicki did when she liked the little tweet about Cardi and then tried to act like, I didn't like it. And she's saying label. Who's at the label? Who isn't everybody at home? Who is at the label at work? Like record labels aren't. I don't feel like those aren't essential workers.
Well, they could be liking. They could be liking it from home. I mean, they could be liking. I mean, I'm on here right now. You could just log in. I
highly doubt it. She tried it.
You're not buying it. You're not buying it from Megan Thee Stallion.
No.
All right. No. Thank you, caller.
You're welcome. I love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Okay. So listen, I know we got a $50 super chat, and any day but today, I would typically get up and dance. But let me tell you something. That insanity and that little workout that I did today got my glutes and my thighs sore. Now, that don't mean don't send the coins, because this keeps us live on the air. But between that and my detox tea, child, if I get up and move, I'm going to have to move to the restroom. No, but seriously. And I'm sore and I'm in pain, okay? So I'm going to have to take an Epsom salt bath tonight, okay? And I'm still swiping. I'm still scrolling down. Not that I have to prove that this is real, because I did this earlier. But I'm just want to show the fact that they are going through comments and that somebody is specifically liking comments. Okay. Now, did that caller, she just sent $50. Did they want to actually chat, or was that to get in the front of the queue or anything like that? Let me know. Let me know. All right, let's take another call. I'm just kind of grabbing them at random because it's not showing me the amount of time that people have been waiting. So I do apologize if you've been waiting and I don't see you in the order that you've called. But you can always super chat your last four. It's a $4.99 minimum. You can super chat your last four and I will pull you. All right. 702. We're going to give you another chance. 0329. You're live on the air.
Hi, Armon. How are you?
Hey, what's poppin'? You wasn't ready earlier, but you ready, and you got me turned down in a bag. Yes. What's up?
Hey, okay. So this is my thing when it comes down to Megan and Cardi. I'm going to go ahead and exclude the whole colorism. I totally disagree with that. I have to say, me personally, it's just one of those things. When Nicki Minaj, when the beef came out and said that they were having their little thing back like last year, you went out your way, and that's when Hot Girl Summer dropped, right? Mm-hmm. But then there was an issue about Cardi and Nicki. Cardi saying something about Megan. That was cleared up. So the thing about this is we got to stop picking and choosing. Me personally, they have to stop picking and choosing how they respond to beef, because it makes you look kind of cowardice to me just a little bit, because I feel like, why is Nicki more important than Cardi if you don't care about, no beef, no drama? Then it's just, you look a little funny on that end.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I think the elephant in the room is this, what we're not discussing, and I think it's fair to say that Megan feels as though she, the respect is there more for Nicki because, whether, I don't care what she says on the rap, she knows that she cannot out rap Nicki Minaj. I feel like there's a piece of Megan Thee Stallion, and which might be true to a certain degree, that she can outright and rap Cardi B. And so there is, as a creator, as a rapper, you feel like this girl is in a position because, let's just be clear with this, whether it's a debate, whether it's Nicki or Cardi, and the fact that the conversation is Nicki or Cardi, or even doesn't matter which one you like. If I'm Megan Thee Stallion and I feel like I can out rap Cardi and rap Cardi for sure, but yet she's being compared to the greatest female rapper of all time, which is Nicki Minaj, girl, I can easily take you out. I feel like that Megan looks at Cardi like she probably likes Cardi, but if you ask Megan behind the scenes, no cameras, this, that, and the third, you think you can out rap Cardi? She'll probably tell you, F yeah, like she's trash. And like I feel like she will go in like that. Like, yeah, that bitch don't even write her own shit. Like I'll body that hoe. Like she feels that way. She feels that way. She feels that way.
But
a lot of girls do
that way though.
But the thing is this. Here's the thing that Cardi though has over a lot of girls, and I think that people, and it took me some time to realize that. A lot of girls can out rap Cardi, but what I like about Cardi is Cardi will practice, and she knows that she ain't the best rapper, but she'll get out there and try. But the biggest thing is this, and I had to be honest with myself, because I was saying that, Cardi, she can't rap. But Cardi, whether somebody else is writing it or they're writing it together, whatever the case may be, Cardi B knows how to find a hit. Cardi B knows how to make a hit. A lot of these girls cannot make a hit. You can write a song, but can you make a hit? Megan Thee Stallion, you can write a song, but where's your number one? Nicki Minaj, you've been in the game for 10 years. Where's your number one?
Okay.
It's 1-1. It's 1-1. So that's Cardi's argument. You can out rap me, but can you out hit me? Because so far, none of you bitches can. So
but
it is what it is.
It's sad that they all can't come together, though. You know what I'm saying? It's still sad that it's just competition. Like at the end of the day, Nicki did come before you, and at the end of the day, Cardi still came before you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I feel like Cardi did open up a way for the way that we talk as far as rappers, as women rappers. I feel like she did open, Nicki, you did open up a way, a big way as far as, being able to speak how we want to speak. Why can't we say what the men say and not have an issue? And I feel like that's the biggest thing, so it's just one of those, like, it's really sad to know that you guys are all talented and you guys' own way. And it's still it's still a down look upon whoever, you know what I mean? Because it's all homage, you know what I'm saying? You guys all have to pay homage in your own way, and it's just sad that the pride. And I feel like even with your record label and everything, you still have a say in how that gets put out. So where do you use your voice and say, hey, I'm not going for, so if your team is liking and doing all that stuff, where do you say, hey, that's not cool because it makes me look some kind of way and that's not what I stand for?
Right. Exactly. I'm still scrolling on this thing because I'm trying to think, did she just delete this shit while we were trying to find it? But thank you so much, Carla, for calling in, and shout out to you in Las Vegas and staying up with it. Well, girl, it's only 8 o'clock. It's only 8 o'clock where you at, right?
And we love you. Yes.
Oh, girl, I'm around the corner. I'm in California, so girl, I'm coming to Vegas. If anything, we might do the first official meet and greet in Vegas. That'd be lit. Who want to go to Vegas for the meet?
Come on down.
Yes, and Vegas is very much so affordable too. Okay, for all the people, look. We like a deal. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. All right, so let me get my girl DM on here. 9005. I'm looking for your number. All right. 9005. You're live on the air.
Armon?
Yes. Hold on. Let me shout out to these girls before we get into some things. I want to shout out to Lakeisha Parr. Love you, Armon. Keep up the great work. And then I want to shout out to Teresa for the super $25 super chat. She said, hey, Armon, I don't want to call in. I'm just saying hello, and thank you so much. Thank you. I love you all. All right. Thank you for being a supporter and keeping the lights on here at the show, because you guys know that your donations help keep the lights on here. So thank you. 9055. What's going on? Talk to me.
You know it, baby. Armon, first and foremost, we love to drop those coins.
Yes, and you was dropping those coins the other day, okay? So I want to personally thank you for dropping the coins like you did, because you really were dropping them like they were hot.
I do. You do. Come on. I'm here at the house securing the bag all day, every day. I do. Mm-hmm. So, of course, want to encourage and support our Black YouTube entertainers. Like I always say, giving us life, giving the girls what we want.
Mm-hmm.
You know you do.
So what are you about to
subject
say?
At hand. This subject at hand, Cardi, there's two very, very, very important details about Miss Belcalis.
I get so hold on. Before you start, I get so nervous when you call in because I feel like I never know what you're about to say. You know what I mean? And that not a lot of people make me nervous. I'd be so nervous. I'm like, what is she about to say? Okay, go ahead.
It's going to be good. Nothing negative. Nothing negative. Cardi B, let's remember what she did. There was a very, very important feat Miss Cardi B was able to bring into reality. And that was that number one. Mm-hmm. That number one, Bodak Yellow. The last female rapper to have a number one Hot 100 was 20 years prior. Many of those in your live chat, they weren't even alive or still in diapers or eating crayons.
And I think it's very important. And I think it's also important to state that this was a number one single-handedly. So that means there wasn't any feature. This wasn't a collaborative record. This was just her.
Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, taking Kodak Black's flow, and it worked. The video was crazy. That punched me in the face. It really, really did. It's like, who is this female? Lord. And she came out guns blazing like she does. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even a fan like that. I personally think she's slow. And some other things that I said in your chat, but I won't say vocally.
Please.
But I'm just
you think that Cardi B is slow?
She is. She looks depressed in the face. She does.
Could you blame her? She gets dragged every day.
No, that's just her. She looks that, special, just inbred. But I don't want to say anything negative, but she does look like that. Okay. But the one thing about her, and this is the reason why she is consistently, constantly, and continuously successful, is that she can take direction. She listens to Offset. Offset is on her side. He really does love this girl. For whatever reason, he really does love this girl. And she knows that, and she loves him. You see it on the red carpet. Those two are together. This is a very genuine relationship. It's not based on business. It is based on mutual love. He really does love this girl. And when you look at these two actually remind me of another Hispanic Black couple from back in the day, and that's Puff and J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez and Puff Daddy. And I'm of that age. I remember those two. And he put her on. We would not even know who she is at this like that. She's not even an actress like that. She's a poor actress. She can dance, yes, former Fly Girl, but she's willing to take direction. And we all need to think about that. As a female, hip hop, rap, this is a male-dominated, masculine sport. It is sport, borderline, basically, with the beat. It's sport with the beat. And if you're trying to be a female getting into this genre, you do have to go towards men who have that ear, men who have that connection. Offset has it. We all talk about Offset being a mumble rapper. Offset's a very intelligent businessman. He truly is. I travel quite a bit doing work, making my coins, looking fly, drinking martinis. And I've heard about him and Gwinnett. A very intelligent young man. And he himself has been in the industry since he was a child. So he knows people. And Migos is his family. They're all related in some way. So this is a this is a good person that she was able to hook up with. And she saw that, and she kept moving forward. Even with all the cheating scandals, she consistently tells everybody, leave me alone. He's my N-word. Don't bother me and my man. That's my man. People keep trying to push her, pull her away. She always goes back to Offset. She doesn't listen to these other people. She goes to Offset, and this is why she is continuously successful. She's a woman with her man, and God bless their union. Regardless of her talent, talent or not. You know who else doesn't have? You can't.
Hold on.
Rihanna.
Before you do that, I am annoyed right now. Not by you, but I'm listening to you. But I just want to give you guys an update. I found the fucking comment. Oh, dang, I just cursed. I found the comment and I just freaking lost it.
I'll take care of that curse.
Oh my God, I just lost the comment. What an idiot. Oh my God, I'm not scrolling down another. I'm not doing it again. I was literally scrolling this whole time through all those colors. Stupid. All right, anyway, go ahead, love. I'm sorry. What an idiot.
Look at other women who have been able to listen and take direction. Rihanna can barely sing, but she knows the hit, just like you said. You have to have the ear for the hit. It has something to do with talent. Are you able to, look at how you've been able to move, influence, entertain, giving people what they want, keeping it fresh. Rihanna does that. Jennifer Lopez does that. I mean, she's been in the business for like 30 years now. And Cardi B now. We all know Cardi B. I don't even think she knows. I think she's functionally illiterate sometimes. I really do.
Okay.
But she is willing to find people who are on her side, who support her. She stays with them, and she keeps her ear to the beat. And she will have continued success. So let that be a lesson to everyone in the live chat. Find a good man who's willing to be there and support you, who's going to stay by your side and can find the best in you, regardless of your limitations. Find someone who can do that. That's what Megan needs to do. She's kind of wandering around trying to find her place. She loves Houston, which I can understand. She loves Houston. She wants to be here in New York. She's trying to hook up closely with Bay and Jigga Man. That's great, but she needs to have someone who is solely on her side. Nikki had Safari, who was helping her out. And Nikki had Meek. And Nikki is very, very talented. She's a very, very talented woman from Queens. But yes. Megan is still she's a little bit wet behind the ears. She needs to kind of settle down. She needs to better her flow. Just her skill just is not at par. Hot Girl Summer was made this summer because of Nikki. It was Nikki's track that really did it for that song, not really so much Megan.
Well, yeah, that's why the record worked.
Needs to do some reading. Yeah, it worked because of Nikki. And Nikki has a cute outfit. Megan needs to get her money up. She needs to calm down, stay off social media, get in the lab with a pen and a pad, and work on her flow.
Okay.
Her writing.
Okay, they're super chatting me now to get you off the line now. You know how that goes.
Yeah, because they're slow too.
Okay.
They're slow too.
I love you so much.
And wait on that stimulus check. You're the best, Armon.
I love you too. Thank you.
Bye, baby.
Right. Okay, 6125. They wanted her off the line. So, but now before we get into that, before we get into 6125, I want you guys to see that I found it. Y'all see it? That is a real like. That is a real like. So for anybody that says that was a Photoshop like, and then look, we can even click the comments. It says, so I'm guessing y'all females leaving Cardi B in 2019. She liked it. It says liked by Megan Thee Stallion. Nope. And so this was a real like. People commented in, whatever. But I just want to show you guys that this was a real like. Okay. So we don't have to lie about anything here, and we never deal in anything other than facts. All right, so I did all of that. I told you guys it was real. So for those that are going to send that to Cardi, you can go ahead and let her know that it was real. All right, and my thing is this, girl, it's still on your page. Why hasn't that been removed? And that was a month ago. So you knew what you were doing. Whoever liked it knew what they were doing. This record came out in January. So you're going through and y'all seen how many posts she did not like. Let's be very clear. There were several posts that were not liked. Okay. But you chose to like that specific one. Yes, girl, I'm a feel away. There's hella posts on here that are not liked, but you like that one. Girl, please. Girl, please. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay. 6125. You're live on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you had got her out of there.
I just don't. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. I don't want to talk about Offset.
Okay.
I just feel like he is a non-factor in her career. I'm not going to down their relationship because then I have to hold candle to Nicki's relationship. So they both have have interesting men. But I want to say something about Nicki's staying power, Cardi's staying power. If Megan has staying power, yes, Cardi B has number one. That will never be taken away from her. That is one for the history books. But in this day and age in music, the industry moves so fast. We can't afford to keep saying, Cardi B is so successful. She remains so successful. I mean, the girl's not broke because she's got money, but she was successful a year and a half ago. It used to be that you could drop a number one or two number ones, have a great Grammy-winning album, and you were solidified. But now you can fall off the charts and fall out of favor very fast. So Cardi B was successful, and she has another era to prove if she will remain successful. Nicki's different. I don't have to say that about Nicki because she is solidified. Now with Megan Thee Stallion, first of all, no, Megan Thee Stallion does not need to get a man to get on. That's ridiculous, but come on now. With Megan Thee Stallion, I agree she needs to learn how to make songs, but I think she's getting there. At first, I thought she was kind of bland, but now I'm starting to realize that I can't keep, as much as I like Nicki, I can't keep hoping that another artist comes out
with Nicki, like Nicki, they're not. It's never gonna happen. Yeah, that's me too. It's never gonna happen. And Nicki, and unfortunately, and I think also with that realization too, you're forced to realize that Nicki is on her way out.
Yeah, I think so too. I do think it's very interesting though that at 37 years old, as a female rapper,
you're on your way out, right?
But she's still in these conversations, and I'm ready to see who comes and takes it. I want to see what Cardi brings.
I think that she should be in these conversations. I think that she should be in these conversations well into her 40s, like everybody, every male rapper. You get what I'm saying? But I think
absolutely.
I think what happened with I think that Nicki Minaj, 37, first of all, is nowhere near old. So I feel like she's still. I think that she's still in hit making times to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? However, I personally feel as though Nicki Minaj has lost steam and has lost passion for this to a certain degree.
Of course.
That's what I think the issue is with her. And I just think that she's like done mentally. Like, I don't think she's in it anymore like she used to be.
Yeah, I think she can afford to just take a break and really only come back if she's got some good music. The last thing I'll say to kind of big up Cardi, I will say I'm not a big fan of her music. I am a big fan of Bodak Yellow. I don't like the music, but these other girls need personality, and they don't have it, and she does. And for other people who love Doja Cat, Doja Cat don't got no personality either. That they have to understand what made Nicki a star was the music and the personality. Cardi B's got the personality, and that's something that you either have or you don't. And I'll give that to her. That is why she has staying power.
I refuse to let people push Doja Cat on me. They've been trying to do it for a while, but and I think it's that catch-22 because you want like a Nicki-esque, but then I was like, Doja Cat to me, I feel like, and I don't like this whole idea that everybody that raps a little bit is a female rapper. I feel like Doja Cat is more of a singer and a pop star than a female rapper. Especially the fact that she doesn't freestyle. Like
yes.
I'm just not into Doja Cat. Like, you guys are not gonna make that, and like, you're not gonna tell me that Lizzo's a female rapper. Like, we're not. I'm not taking that.
I think we all kind of thought we wanted another Nicki, a new one. And honestly, Doja Cat has done really well with her artistry. And then all of a sudden, because I used to like her a lot. And then I don't know, one day I was like, you know what though? Now that I have the new Nicki, I realized I only want Nicki to be Nicki. And then when I did that, that's when I leveled the playing field. And I was like, you know what? Doja, Cardi, and Meg, you all got to put in the work, and I'm here for any one of you guys to step it up. Well,
Doja Cat just got her first top 10 this week. I forget the name of the song, but So what's the name of her song that just entered the Billboard top 10? I don't really know.
Say So.
Say So. There
Say
it
So.
is. So she got her first top 10, but I don't know. Doja Cat is good, but she lost me, and I found out that she watches the channel, and one of her dancers, he knows me. Shout out to him. But and he called me like, yeah, Doja Cat, because I made a mistake and said Doja Cat doesn't write, and so he definitely checked me. He was like, no, she writes. Okay, sorry, Cortland. She I understand she writes. But what I meant to say, she don't freestyle. And when she went up there and she tried to read that freaking the Wi-Fi password on Sway in the morning, that was an insult to hip hop.
I think until Doja releases like an All Things Go or Freedom, like a song that she tells her life story through rap, you're not a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Doja tells her story of her life through pop music, and I think that's her lane. But she's just gonna at
the same time though, we have to watch that, because let's be clear, Nicki went pop, and that's what made her Nicki Minaj. Let's be very clear, there's a lot of female rappers that could rap, but a lot of them didn't make that pivot to pop. You have to at some point make that pivot to pop to become mainstream. Remember, for a long time, a lot of hip hop heads was not considering Nicki Minaj as a hip hop artist. They were considering her as a pop star because she had became so popular, in the pop community. So I think that Doja Cat is in her pop bag, but I wouldn't be surprised once she solidifies herself, with that mainstream audience, if she doesn't, in her rebranding phase, like every other artist does, if the second phase of Doja Cat, she really jumps into her hip hop bag, because we do know that that's what they do. But right now, I think she's in her pop mainstream bag because she wants to be that mega star. And then once she's solidified as Doja Cat, the star, then she'll go for maybe like her second or third album, she'll probably end up doing that, like hip hop sound.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I'm gonna let you go, Armon.
Thank you so much. Oh, wait, hold on. I think she responded to you. Get your funds up before you send for me. Don't worry about how long I'm on the call. Worry about how long it will take to get those funds in the mail. Do not come for me until you get into my tax bracket. That's what her response was to you. Thank you, caller.
All right, peace out.
Bye. Yes. I couldn't what? She had to get that response. Okay. How long have we been on the line? All right. This is not going to be one of those long shows. We'll take a couple more and then we'll have to go. So if you really want to get on here, and then we might do some on the other channel. So if you want to get over to the other channel and get some readings, if you're into that, I'm thinking I might do that, or we might do like a late night little, music live. So if anybody that wants to get their music played and you want to chill, you want to get some readings, I'll go back live and we'll do that. And so you guys can Cash App or Super Chat, and then we'll get into those things after this one. But this one has to be cut off within the next two callers. Okay. All right. So, 708-9885. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I have a couple things to say, and I'm going to kind of backtrack because some of the calls already skipped some subjects. But the beginning of your call, you said, like, if this was Nicki in the comment and it said something like about her taking Nicki's spot, she would have cleared that up right away and made her team delete it, like 100%. And that's when I really thought about it. Because at first I'm like, all right, maybe her label did like the comment. But you're absolutely right. Like, if that was the case, she would have definitely removed it.
She would have definitely removed that.
Second of all, in the tweet that she put out, she didn't even mention Cardi's name. And I find it so weird because I've seen Cardi in two separate interviews, and I'm sure there's more, but I could name two off the top of my head, one for Rhythm and Flow and one after a concert. She talked about Megan and she upped her, and she said that Megan's a package deal and that's why she's successful, and then that Megan's a great twerker and that's something that she wishes she could twerk like her. Some very nice things.
She did say that. So she did.
She did. And she's done it multiple times. And there's something with Meg. I already know, it's not a secret. You could tell Megan does not like Cardi. And I don't know if it's because half her fan base is Nicki fans, so she can't really acknowledge her the way she wants, because I've seen that a lot. Like, I've literally seen that so much. If Megan, I've heard, like, lately, like, Doja and Cardi might have a collab, and half the barbs would be like, if she collabs with her, I'm not fucking with her. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with her no more. Mm-hmm. Same with that. So what I really think needs to happen is Nicki and Cardi need to come out and say, we don't have beef, we're good, and that's it. One of them, they just need to come out and say that, because if you guys want female rap to be more successful, where there's no drama, if one person likes the other, if one person acknowledges the other, I really think they just need to come out and say that they don't have a problem with each other. They've moved on and it's over with. Like, you guys don't, you can't pick a side, because now there's Meg. If you like Meg, you can't like Cardi, and if you like Nicki, you can't like Doja. All these different things, and I don't really.
Well, I definitely know that also, Doja Cat does not like Cardi, and Cardi does not like Doja Cat. Doja Cat has blatantly thrown shade at Cardi online.
No, they made up. They
did?
Made up.
Okay.
Yeah, they made up though. Yeah, they made up, and they've talked about it, and Doja's acknowledged it, and same with Cardi bought her album.
Oh, okay.
Doja's spoken about Cardi many times in her live, which is good. Like, that's great. But then you also get the people who say, like, okay, I don't want to deal with Doja anymore because she likes Cardi, and I'm a Nicki fan. You have to acknowledge that 80% of Meg's fan base, if not 90%, are Nicki fans.
Yeah.
And that's great, but if Megan didn't even acknowledge Cardi in that tweet, and all she said is she doesn't like drama. Like, not even like. And plus, I feel like it's a perfect time for her to blame her label, because they're having issues.
Right.
And she could easily say, blame it on them. And they have issues, so she could easily say that they're trying to, manipulate her. But you have absolutely say you're out there, and it looks like you're bad, so you could tell them to remove it immediately, and it hasn't been removed, like you said. Second, like, I've been going through Instagram, and I've been seeing promotions for, everyone's saying Cardi is a number one, but when it comes to that, you guys all want to say she don't write. And, she used Kodak Black's, it's a solo female number one. It's not even a feature. But then you guys go back and say, oh, well, she bit off Kodak's flow. But when Nicki was close to number one, it was the Anaconda song, and that's definitely a sample as well. Mm. It's like there's never going to be there's always an excuse for.
Yes, let's be very clear. The Anaconda, that was her highest charting single song, and that was definitely a sample, because I think she was even Nicki even got sued for that record.
I think so, yeah, absolutely. And Kodak gave Cardi permission. But when they want to go back and say she got a number one solo feature, they want to say, no, she bit off Kodak's song. She couldn't get one without that. Recently, I've also been seeing so much promotion for Savage all over Instagram and TikTok and all these things. And even Megan on the Breakfast Club interview said something about the radio shows. She knows that her team paid for radio play. But nobody's bringing that up or saying payola. Not one person has ever said, like, well, a promotion, when Kodak, the reason when Bodak Yellow went number one is because she was promoted all over. Well, what do you think Shade Room's doing right now with Savage? What do you think Shade Room's been doing with, every time I click a promotion for Savage, which is fine. It's totally fine, but you guys have to be fair in a way. I feel like a lot of this could be avoided is if Nicki and Cardi just say, hey, we're cool, no beef. We don't have to work together. We don't got to acknowledge each other, be friends, but the reason that it's like always a pit against each other. And I've never seen that with Roddy Ricch, Lil Baby, none of the new rappers coming up that are doing very, very well. What's his name? They're all collabing. It's just really unfortunate. It's like everybody wants to come at Cardi for so many different things. And it's really unfortunate. Like, Cardi's been nothing but nice to Megan at all. And I don't know how you feel about that, but I've can name two separate times that she's been very, very nice to her. And I feel like everyone's just waiting for Cardi to pop off, because that's what they want, to make her look bad, like she's jealous. But she's been nothing but supportive to these people. Even after her and Doja had a thing, she promoted her album and said, she loves it and, it's a good album. I just don't understand what these people want from her at this point.
Well, Carla, you said a lot and you made a lot of good points. Thank you for your insight. Thank you. And you're right. This does not happen like as public, or maybe just, with the male rappers. It's like, it is what it is. But you're right. I've been seeing a lot of promotion for Savage, and I'll be interested to see where that lands on Billboard. What is that? Next week we'll find out.
Yep, and then they're all gonna, they will never claim payola if it was promoted. Like, yeah, absolutely, to promote it. That's what you're supposed to do for a song. Good for her, but you guys have to be fair and say that she's doing the same thing that Cardi's team did. A team is supposed to support you, and I don't know who this for her, because I thought she had problems with her team, but she's getting promoted very well all over the place. So.
All right. Thank you, caller. We're going to take one more call. 5385. You're live on the air.
Hello, Armon.
Hey, what's poppin'? Talk to me.
Hi, it's Eva.
Hey,
Okay,
Eva.
I'm about to get into some things,
Okay.
as you say. A lot of people are forgetting that Savage was produced by Jay White Did It, which is Cardi B's album, like Invasion of Privacy producer. And
Okay.
Cardi B does not mess with him anymore. She's made that very clear on more than one occasion, saying via Twitter, and I will send you the receipt, that some people are moving snake-like. And you know what I'm saying? And he also has been liking shady tweets about Cardi and saying, "Oh, I'm the one that produced her biggest hits via Twitter."
Oh, yes.
I will send as well. And then secondly, we're not going to sit here and act like Megan hasn't thrown shade at Cardi, comparing her to Little Pump.
Right.
Girl, y'all are forgetting that that's in an interview, as well as I know that she did that on purpose, because liking the shady stuff on purpose, because she needs that. She needs that beef. Girl, you've been in the game the same. If you look at it, Cardi and Megan have been in the game the same amount of time. Megan has not dropped an album. Megan does not have no top 10 hits at all. So she needs the beef. Girl, you sold 44K. And your biggest song right now is not even your single. Your single's dropping off the charts. And secondly, Savage will not last next week at all. It's not even going to go above 20. She does have top 20s, but it's not going to go above 20 because Drake's about to drop a song, and it's going to supposedly like a TikTok song. So
yeah,
TikTok
everybody's
will,
dropping
take over
TikTok
that.
records right now.
Exactly. And for people to say that she's taking that Megan's taking over Cardi's spot, that's never going to happen. They made a dang coronavirus song, and that song is on Billboard right now. Like, come on now, out of like something that was made up off of Alive. And she's also about to drop. Cardi's about to drop a song with Ty Dolla $ign and Nipsey Hussle. I don't know if you heard it.
No, I have not heard. Everybody keeps telling me about that. Send me that song.
I will send it to
or
you,
send me
and
the
I'm gonna tell you,
snippet.
if Ty was smart, he would have dropped it yesterday in Nipsey Hussle's anniversary, but he didn't, which, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be on his album, which he also has a song with Nicki. So he has a song with Cardi and Nicki for his album, for Ty's album, just so people know that. And, I mean, Megan's cute or whatever, but she has no versatility. She has no fan base of her own. Everyone knows her fan base is the Barbs, whether people want to admit it or not. And she's doing things like an HBO show about ballroom. Really? So just so you know, that's up and coming. Luxury Law is one of the judges. But what are you doing, judging ballroom, and you're not even in ballroom? She's never going to happen. Whether people want to admit it or not, she'll have a couple of hits, yes. But until she gets out of her, the whole going to court and the whole label stuff, until she gets out of that, because that's 4 albums. That's a contract for 4 albums, which I know she's not going to get out of. You're stuck. You're in a cash doll predicament, girl.
Yeah, she's very much in a cash doll situation, for sure.
Yes, because Jay-Z would have bailed you out by now, and he doesn't see it for you like that.
Well,
that's all I have to say.
Thank you, caller.
And, congrats, Megan, on your another top 20, but no top 10 hits.
Oops. Thank you. Well, that was that. And we're going to end that right there. We have the greatest callers on this platform. I'm telling you. I mean, you just never know who's going to say what or what's going to be said or who's going to come in the chat or who's going to donate.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Listen, I want to say I love you all. I'm going to go eat. I might come back live. I don't know yet. But if you haven't done so, here, let me go. Make sure you guys follow this channel. My other channel, let me see. Now, look, I know how to do this whole thing now. So I can show you guys my other channel to follow. So if you guys would like to, please follow my other channel. And so you guys can get notified when I'm live on there. If you guys are into that other kind of energy, okay? So I love you all for watching. Thanks for watching the show. I'll talk to you guys soon. I might come back on here tonight though. I might come jam out and listen to some music with you guys. You know, if you guys are, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to listen to some music, play some music, compare and contrast, we might can get into some things tonight. If that's something that you guys want to get into, I might come back. I do see a lot of people now trying to do music shows. So I love you all. Until next time. I'm going to share this. Hold on, let me share this real quick so y'all can actually get that link to follow my tarot channel. Okay, I'm gonna paste that link in there for you. And we're gonna get into some things. So I love you all. I love Nikki. I love Cardi. I like Megan. But girls, y'all have to play fair. And when the shit hits the fan, y'all cannot be blaming us, the fans. Y'all got to be real and say that y'all be causing a lot of the drama between it. Because when us, the media, we get to it, girl, the shade is there. We can only report on what's been put out. And Megan, if you did not like that, then you should have had it removed, because it's hard for me to feel like if that was towards Nikki, you wouldn't have had that removed ASAP. All right, guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep that same energy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.